So if you're looking for a cheap watch, they're 2 for $20 at the gas station. But I was looking for an American watch. I didn't even know if they made watches in America, but I wanted to find kind of a classically styled field watch that was made in the USA, and found a hard time even discovering anything that was in the USA. So this is a custom-built USA quartz watch from VAER Watches. Now, there is assembled in USA, there's made in USA, there's different words people are using to describe their watches, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But first, let's take a look at what I got. Now, I paid $185 for this, so it's in the medium cheap price range of a watch, and it has a sapphire crystal, and it is 40 millimeters in diameter, so it's a good size watch for my wrist, which is 7¼ inches. They do make a 36 millimeter version as well, but it's big, but not as big as some of those goofy Flavor Flav size watches that a lot of the kids are wearing today. It's an adult style watch. It is 48 millimeters lug to lug, and it's made of 316L steel. It's 9.4 millimeters thick, and it has these really cool quick release watch band feature where you can just pop them off with your thumbnail and then pop them on and go from being a frogman to being an army man within a minute or two, which is a lot faster than with a traditional watch pin removal process. And you do have your choice of colors when you order your 2 bands of which ones you want to get with it. So there's a little bit of flexibility there. There's also other bands that I'll show you later on. I also didn't mention earlier, but it is a sapphire crystal in there that's slightly higher than the watch. And as tough as sapphire crystal is to scratch or break, that means it's going to be an extremely durable thing, whether you bang it into walls or rocks or not. It should stand the test of time pretty well. It looks great with that band on it. This is actually my favorite band, even though I've got a few other bands. I really like the look of the band and how it matches the hands and the dial markers. And then if we take a look at it in the darkness, the people who love lume say that this is an extremely loomy watch, that it compares really well with other high-end watches in terms of its light retention. So that's what it looks like in the dark. VAER also makes dive watches if you're more of a dive style guy, starting at $300. Use this coupon code if it's before the end of 2021 and you'll save 20%. Or if you sign up for their email, you can also get a coupon code as well. They have lots of coupon codes out there, so make sure you look for one before you buy one of these watches. And this is the mission statement. They started the company because they couldn't afford watches they liked, and they didn't like the watches they could afford. And since I'm not a super knowledgeable expert of watches, I just wanted to get a nice watch. This diagram will show you all the things that they are most proud of with this watch. So you can freeze frame it here and just see everything about it. You're really getting a premium quality watch. Like if you looked at the Shinola watch that is similar to this, it probably costs 3 times as much. Here's a closer look at it, and you can see most of the angles are brushed stainless steel, but they've polished some of the edges just to make it look a little bit more high-end. I think it looks great the way that they've done it. It is assembled in the USA. They actually make a cheaper version that's assembled somewhere else with a Japanese movement. This one's assembled in the USA, and it has an American movement made in Arizona. So that is where the USA part comes into play. Obviously, there are still some foreign parts. It does have a screw-down crown here to keep it waterproof to 100 meters. And the movement is made by a company called Ameriquartz. Here's what it looks like. It's a teeny little movement. You can see a teeny little bald eagle head with some teeny stars and teeny stripes in there, which is their logo, which makes it look like a super American movement. Also super tiny. You could make a little tiny watch out of this if you wanted to. So not impressive by its size, but it works great. I found that it was off by about 7 seconds a month. So if you're going between time changes with it, it's reasonable. And there's a little bit of slop in the second hand, so sometimes it's between the second markers. If gravity's pulling it down, you can see it's between the second markers, but then when you turn the watch the other way, it will hit the second markers exactly. So there's just a little bit of slop in it, depending on gravity, whether or not you're going to be exactly on the second with it. Here's a look at the optional metal watch band. Now you can get this cheaper if you order it when you originally order the watch versus deciding you want to buy it later and ordering it later. And you can see it's just a standard brushed stainless steel watch band, and it's got little plates in it that completely cover up the watch pin. So it's really integrated for this watch. It looks good. Looks like one just complete piece. Nice semi-formal watch you can wear anywhere. And of course, they also sell single pass dive straps for it. Comes with 4 pins and a tool and a dive strap. And this is what it looks like on your wrist. Looks good, fits real nice, it's comfortable, and they do have a couple of different lengths you can order. So if you're a real diver and you want to wear it over a wetsuit, you can order a longer one because they are, after all, a dive watch selling company. They also have American-made leather straps. So if you combine that with the American movement and the American assembly, that makes it 55% American, which isn't 100%, but it's on the way. So good job, guys. So I'm going to take my semi-American field watch out into the American field and have a good time. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe.